Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video for you guys. So this is actually going to be my 50,000 subscriber question and answers video. I asked you guys to leave questions in my, I think it was the Supergirl Flash musical crossover info video. I asked you to leave questions in the comment sections of that video. And there were quite a lot of questions. A lot of people asked basically the same question, so I might not answer your comment question, but I might actually answer your question because someone else asked it. Now you might notice in the title I say giveaway because I will be doing probably the biggest giveaway ever that I've done on my channel, and it's a special one for 50,000 subscribers. So just stay until the end of the video to find out how you could win it. Now quickly before we get into the questions and answers, I guess, a lot of people are asking about, am I going to be recording myself every single video now that I have this new camera? And the answer to that is obviously no, because if you've watched my recent videos, they've been like my normal style I used to do. Now the reason I did so many videos in a row was because I was just testing out the settings of the camera and what translated to YouTube the best, because when YouTube processes a video, it can change things and make the video different. But I've got the settings perfect in my opinion, so the camera will basically be used for reviews of like all the TV shows, and then for any other video I think is necessary that requires the camera, which won't be that often. So basically just the reviews for the shows will be the videos that I use the camera. So let's get into the questions. There's quite a few, so let's get through them quickly. Before we do that, if you do want to leave a like on the video, it'd be very much appreciated. Just for this special video, just 50,000 subscriber Q&A, I was going to do it like when I hit 50,000 subscribers, but other stuff came up, so yeah. But if you could leave a like, it'd be awesome. So the first question comes from Liam, who says, what are your future goals with YouTube? Now, the immediate one is, if you know, like I've reached 50K. The next one is, you'd think it might be 75, but I'm just going to say 100K. It allows me to just aim for something big. Now, if you did not know, you probably only know if you follow me on Twitter. I think I only said it on Twitter, but my goal at the end of this year, I think at January I said it, I wanted to be at least 10K or 15K subscribers. And I hit that within like a month of saying that, I think. So it was insane growth. I was not expecting it when like all the Flash stuff happened. I have to thank the Flash for it obviously, but Arrow helped me as well. Legends of Tomorrow as well, and even like Batman v Superman, stuff like that helped get me to 50,000 subscribers, which is just insane. And it was massive growth, but 100K is probably my 100K, sorry, is probably my next goal. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not too sure. I don't like the audience of the Flash and all these TV shows. I don't know what it is. Like my most viewed video has 500,000 views, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get to 500,000 subscribers, if you know what I mean. So I don't know like what the audience is, how big I could get, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The second question is from Zatanna Witch, and she goes, what's your favorite show right now? Well, the only show, I'm watching two shows at the moment because nothing's really on that I really watch. Fear the Walking Dead, which it's okay. I'm like 2 episodes behind, so I might catch up on it in the next couple of days or the next week or so. And then American Horror Story, which started, and I love American Horror Story. I was going to do reviews on the channel, but I thought like Arrow's back in 3 weeks and they're on the same night. So I really want to focus on Arrow, so I just thought, you know what, I won't do it. I'll just watch it. It'll be like a show that I just watch for enjoyment and not force myself to make a video on it. But American Horror Story probably, because it's the only show really that I'm watching at the moment that I actually enjoy. And the first episode was really good. I'd recommend watching it if you are not watching it at the moment. The next question was 2 questions actually. Here he goes. This is from the top 10s. Okay, and he goes, or he or she goes, what do you think went wrong with Arrow? I'll get to the next question after I answer this one. I think it's just not trusting yourself and succumbing to people online. I think that's what it was. And I just think that the process of like like Arrow being the main focus, then going to Flash, the transfer there was poorly handled. I think they left the wrong people in charge, or they should have left, I think Andrew Kreisberg maybe should have stayed on Arrow just as like a consultant, just to make sure that they steered the ship right. But unfortunately they stuffed up. Season 5 looks promising, so hopefully they can steer the ship back. Maybe they got people on board that actually, you know, can save a show. But yeah, that's really, I think there's just a issue of the people that were left in charge just didn't trust themselves, didn't trust the team around them, and they succumbed to ideas from the internet, which isn't always the best idea. And the second question from Top 10s was, why do you hate Felicity? And the common misconception, I don't hate Felicity, I hate Olicity. And if you watched any of my Legends of Tomorrow or Flash videos, you'd know when Felicity ever appears on those shows, she's enjoyable to watch because she's written properly. The issue with Felicity on Arrow is that she's written terribly. She's one of the worst written characters in a show that I've seen. In regards to like a character being like a main focus, she's terribly written. There's massive inconsistencies with her story, like the way she acts, if you know what I mean. And it's nothing against the actress that plays her, because she's probably a nice girl. Not the strongest actress, not the strongest actress to be like on screen so much. The reason that she worked in season 1 and 2 is because she was like that comedic, sort of almost like borderline improv on the show. And you can tell, I would not be surprised if Emily Brett Rickards is her name, if she has like an improv background, or like she did improv, you know, while getting into acting. Would not surprise me, because it seems that that's like one of her strong suits. But yeah, I don't hate Felicity. I hate the way she's written on Arrow, and I hate Olicity, but in regards to the Felicity of the character, I got nothing wrong with it. This is from T-Bomber, and he goes, how much better would Arrow be if the Suicide Squad was still in it? Another a common misconception, a lot of people think if Suicide Squad was still in Arrow, seasons 3 and 4 would be better. They would have been using like 2 episodes. It would not have changed anything. If anything, it possibly could have made it worse, because they could have taken away from story, proper development for certain characters, and just gone and focused on this random stuff. I'm sort of happy it got taken out because it was done okay in season 2. I did not like the season 3 episode of the Suicide Squad, because it was just so, it was like Deadshot and then Cupid and then Diggle and Lila, wasn't it? I think that's what it was, if my memory serves me correct. So sort of happy it's not on there. And they did come out and say that like Suicide Squad was like a testing thing in regards to it being used on Arrow for how it translates to the movies, which makes sense. See how people react to it. Does it work properly? But yeah, I don't think it would have made Arrow better, or maybe worse, but for the sake of it, I don't think it would have changed anything if it was there or if it wasn't there. The next question's from Patrick, and he goes, what is your favorite ever DC film and Marvel film? Probably Batman v Superman. Oh, I know, you got the Dark Knight trilogy, but I think the Dark Knight trilogy, even though it's really good, it takes an advantage of the fact that it's in its own world. Like, it isn't affected by any other characters like Superman, the Flash, or anything like that. And if it did, it might be a completely different story. But I'm just going to say, from the DCEU, Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition especially, I did like Suicide Squad a lot. I did like Man of Steel a lot. But Batman v Superman, I feel like I could re-watch multiple times and still enjoy it as much. In regards to the Marvel film, Winter Soldier, by far, it's the closest like DC film that Marvel's ever done. Like, serious, comedic when it needs to be, but it has a serious like tone, which I think was great. And I think all the Captain America movies, I think Captain America series is the best part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Next question's from Thomas, and he goes, favourite sport and favourite team in that sport? Rugby league. It's a sport that they play in Australia, New Zealand, England. Other countries play, but those are like the 3 main countries that they played in. And the team I go for is the South Sydney Rabbitohs, who is owned by Russell Crowe. He actually owns our team. Obviously, if you know, Russell Crowe was in Man of Steel. He played Jor-El. And yeah. The next question's from Ezekiel Patriot, and he goes, where are you from? Australia. The next question is from Cami361, and they go, when did you start YouTube? This channel I started, even though I only started uploading last year, Last year, yeah, okay. Fix your brain, Pagey, mate. Yeah, last year. I actually created it the year before, uploaded like 1 video. It actually got a decent amount of views. I think it was an American Horror Story video. Freak Show, if you remember that show, or that season, sorry. I think that was my first video. It doesn't exist anymore. I think I deleted it because I wanted to change the channel around. But in regards to just me making channels and uploading videos on the regular, back in 2008 or 2009, I've mentioned this before, I think in my last Q&A, I actually used to make videos on Smallville, very similar to what I do now with like Flash, Arrow and all that. But I only used to do trailer breakdowns, or back then, breakdown trailers. That's what you used to call them. You didn't used to be called a trailer breakdown, it used to be called a breakdown trailer. And I think it was IGN or Machinima that started calling them breakdown trailers, because you know you have a teaser trailer, promo trailer, so you just say breakdown trailer, because you're breaking down the trailer. But that channel actually got deleted, because if you think YouTube's weird now with its copyright, back then it was even worse, because it was like weird monetization rules and stuff, so that channel actually got shut down. And then I moved on to a Call of Duty channel. I don't know if any of you are from there, because I did promote this channel, I think, on there, which got to like 7,000 subscribers, which back then was okay. If I kept going with that channel, I honestly, like, this isn't me like talking myself up, I honestly think I would be at like over 200,000 subscribers, and I'm not even joking. Like, I was growing really fast, and the honest reason I stopped it, just got over Call of Duty, completely honest. And then I did a FIFA channel as well, and once again, just grew out of making videos for FIFA, just got a bit boring. Question 9 comes from Amazon Canary, and they ask 2 questions, and they go, what's the best part of living in Australia? Probably the weather. It's pretty consistent and good weather. And then they go, what superpower would you have? Flight, probably. Just makes it 20 times easier to get places. Next question's from Mo, and they go, what death in the Flyoverse shocked you the most? I was going to say Eddie, but if you think about it, if you go watch it, it builds up to it pretty obviously, if you know what I mean. What death in the Flyoverse shocked me the most? This is... Oh, you know, Cisco, you know, when he dies the first time, was not expecting that. That was a shock. And then I was like, oh my God, they've killed... I remember texting my mate, and I was like, because his favorite character was Cisco, I was like, you're going to stop watching The Flash, you're going to hate it. And then he runs back in time at the end of the episode, but I didn't tell my mate that, and he was like freaking out, going like, what the hell have they done? Yeah, Cisco for sure when he died that first time, 100%. This is from Dylan. He goes, how do you deal with hate? That's the first question. Oh, he's got 3 questions. I didn't realize I'd written that many down. I sometimes reply with just like sarcastic or like what's the word? I don't know, just like sarcastic comments back, because I've only ever like gotten one. I accept constructive criticism. I actually appreciate it. Like if they say, Pagey, your voice is weird in this video, Pagey, if you did this, it'd be better. I take that into account. I don't take it as gospel and completely put it into my videos, but I take it into account and try and fix up my videos as best as I can. But then you get people that saying, this YouTube is better, oh, you're copying this YouTuber, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you don't have to watch. Like I had a person today that says, I've hated watching your videos since I subscribed. Why did you subscribe? Like, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I just either ignore it or I reply with like sarcastic comments that are funny to me. The next one, favorite food. I'm just gonna put that down as like favorite cuisine, Italian or Mexican, one of the two. What YouTubers do I watch? I don't really watch any specific YouTubers. It's not like I'm like, oh, I can't wait till this person uploads. Actually, iDubbbz is pretty good. I find him funny. But what YouTuber, in general, like FIFA videos. I like playing FIFA, so if any YouTubers like Spencer FC uploads decent ones, like Zwayback and stuff like that. But yeah, like they're like, I don't really wait in anticipation for certain YouTubers to upload videos, if you know what I mean. This is from Younger Hamill, and he goes, as an Arsenal fan, if you do not know, I support Arsenal Football Club, soccer team, whatever. Am I Wenger in or Wenger out? He's the manager and he's been making silly decisions. Probably just Wenger in, because I think his contract ends at the end of the year, so he'll probably be going anyway. So there's no point saying Wenger out at the moment. A couple of years ago, I was probably just sitting on the fence. I didn't want him to go, but I wasn't too happy with what he was doing at the club. So I was just sitting on the fence. The next question is from Plank of Wood, and he goes, would you enjoy the Flash movie more if Grant Gustin would be cast as the Flash? Wouldn't change anything. I'm actually extremely happy DC has not done what Marvel's done. One massive, you don't see many people pointing out, but one massive thing that Marvel stuffed up was made this universe where the TV and the movies and the Netflix are all connected, because they never interact with each other. Apart from like on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we get like a side character popping up. Silly decisions, so happy DC didn't do it, because the tones are so different. The tone, if you kind of like it wouldn't work, if you know what I mean. So I'm open to the idea of, in the Flash movie, they might have a thing where Ezra Miller's Flash is going through the Speed Force, or just running, and maybe Grant Gustin pops up or something. That'd be pretty cool. Nice little Easter egg, nice little nod to the TV universe and the TV world being in the multiverse. That'd be awesome. But with Grant Gustin being the Flash, I actually prefer Ezra Miller as the DCEU Flash. I think he fits it better, and I cannot wait to see that movie when it comes out, as well as Justice League. Can't wait for that either. This is from Charlotte, and she goes, "Are you married?" No, but ladies, my YouTube inbox is always open. Just all my Twitter DMs, you can always slide in, so keep that in mind. This is from Giovanni. He goes, "What is your worst moment from Legends Season 1? The love triangle between Ray, Kendra, and Jax. That was terrible. I cannot believe. That ruined that Star City 2046 episode. Ruined it. I think if you go back to my review, I was saying I cannot believe they put it in that episode. So cringeworthy, such a waste of time. Could not believe they did it. It sort of almost ruined the episode." This is from Cyborg Zombie. He goes, "Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?" I have a Rubik's Cube here. I was going to solve it, but this video is going really long. So I might do it in a random video in the near future. Might just show me doing it, but at the moment I'm not going to do it. This is from Hunter, not Zolomon. And he goes, "Favorite episode, The Flash." From season 1, the finale's really good. But from season 2, versus Zoom, the one where we learn Hunter Zolomon's backstory, and then he comes in and goes, "You can't look up the darkness," all that. That's awesome. I love that episode. This is from Eric, and he goes, "Can we see your pop collection?" Yeah, I'll show you right now. So as we can see here, this is my pop vinyl collection. I've actually got a Harley Quinn that's landing on Black Canary there. That's a bit awkward. Don't know why that's happening. But as you can see down here, we have Harley Quinn, Black Canary, Deathstroke from Arrow, a black and white Flash, Green Arrow from Arrow, a glow-in-the-dark Firestorm that doesn't really glow in the dark, a Aquaman from Batman v Superman that, I don't know what they call it, I'm just gonna call it Aquaman. But then we have some Suicide Squad Jokers. We have the normal one, the tuxedo one, and then the boxer one. We have a Speedy up here because it just doesn't fit, but then we have the Flash, Reverse Flash, and Zoom from the Flash show. The Olivia Moore one from iZombie, which is actually my favourite pop. I'll actually pull it out. I actually really like this one. It's like a Comic-Con one, but I really like that one. I'll actually just leave it over here. Then we have Deathstroke Unmasked from Arrow, Batgirl, Oliver Queen Unmasked, Captain Cold, Wonder Woman, Superman, Aquaman, this Superman False God from Batman v Superman, and all the Suicide Squad ones. Then we have a Swamp Thing and a New 52 Reverse Flash as well. This is from Raja, and he goes, "Why don't you do Marvel videos?" I think I've mentioned this before. I might have mentioned on Twitter or something like that, or maybe in the comments of YouTube videos. I just don't know the Marvel stuff that much, and honestly, I like to talk about stuff I know a little about, if you know what I mean. Like, there's some DC stuff, like I don't know anything about Ragman, but I'll still talk about him as to what I can get from the internet, if you know what I mean. But like, the only Marvel characters I've really read comics of are like Spider-Man and X-Men, really. It just doesn't interest me. Like, if I might do some Spider-Man videos when relevant information comes out. A lot of the stuff that's coming out is just like rumored stuff. Obviously there was that Mary Jane stuff. It was like obvious that it was going to be that, so I didn't think it was worthy. So maybe when the movie actually comes out, I might do videos on it. But at the moment, I like doing DC stuff. It's what I know. I'm not gonna just pretend to know something to make an extra couple of bucks from doing some videos. So yeah, I guess that's my answer. And this is from another Liam, and he goes, "Ever had an idea for a Flaraverse episode you want to see?" Not for an episode, but if you remember, I don't know when it was. I think it was just after Arrow Season 4 ended. I made a video about what I wanted to see in Arrow Season 5, and that was Richard Dragon. I think I explained it perfectly. Honestly, like, the Arrow writers could have seen my video and gone, let's just take it and just make a season out of it, because I made like a backstory that would have worked. Obviously, you have to fill in some gaps and stuff like that. It's a 22, 23 episode season. But I thought it was a really good idea. Just not talking myself up, but everyone that watched that video seemed to go, wow, that's awesome. I will leave a link in the description if you want to go see it. But yeah, that Richard Dragon season would have been awesome to see happen on Arrow. And the final question is from R.Wood, and he goes, he asked, what is your favorite Flyverse show? Flash. But now guys, on to the giveaway that I announced at the beginning of this video, and it is actually for a Katana pop figure, but what's happening is that the actress Karen Fukuhara that played Katana in the Suicide Squad movie is meant to be coming to Australia in November, and I've requested media passes to actually go and talk to her, so hopefully that will happen. I think it will. Cross fingers, touch wood, that it happens. And what I'll get her to do is actually sign this for a lucky person to win it. Now, if it cannot happen, if she cancels, I would give away this alongside, I might just choose another pop to give away. I might choose another Suicide Squad, maybe a Harley Quinn or something, so whoever wins will just get 2 pops. But to be in the chance to win this, all you have to do is, I will leave a link to a tweet in the description below. So all you have to do is go to that tweet, give it a retweet, and also follow me, and that's how I'll pick the winner to win this Katana pop figure. That will hopefully be signed by Karen Fukuhara. If not, it'll be a Katana pop figure as well as an extra, and the winner can decide what they want. But thanks for watching guys. If you do want to leave a like on the video, it'd be very much appreciated. As I said, I will leave the link to that tweet in the description below. All you have to do is retweet the tweet and then follow me on Twitter, and you can be in the chance to win it. But I'll catch you on the next video guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.